Hi everyone, welcome to the Daily Creative Challenge in Illustrator. My name is Julia Masowska and I'm going to be your host for the next 2 weeks. It's going to be really exciting. We're going to work on a branding project. Thank you all for joining. I can see there is a bunch of you guys. Anna, welcome back. Natalie, Jerry, Tahir. Thanks everyone for joining me. It's going to be super fun. So I am a branding and graphic designer for about 5 years now. I concentrate on, branding new projects and I do also a lot of packaging. So in the upcoming 2 weeks, I would like to bring branding closer to you and, show you about the process, about what other steps to create a new brand identity. So every day's challenge will be kind of building up on each other. And by the end of these 2 weeks, I'm hoping for all of us to have a new Behance project, including me. So I encourage you guys to work on something you passionately really like. And my theme will be food. So you can just imagine for yourself what would you like to work on in the future, because that's exactly what you will be putting in your portfolio and that's the kind of clients you will attract. So I would like to encourage you to work on something you're really passionate about. Let me know where you guys are from. Thank you so much. I see there's a lot of highs here. Hi Jerry. William is from Shreveport, Louisiana. Yay! Shannon, so exciting. I'm really excited too. It's my first time doing daily creative challenges, so it's going to be a really exciting 2 weeks. It's going to be super fun, and by the end, most importantly, we're going to have something out of it, and we're gonna have some, some assets that we're gonna put together, and by the end of the 2 weeks, we're going to have a project, which is awesome. And I would like us all to kind of connect and give each other feedback. So we have a Discord channel that I'm going to mention in a little bit, but let's first quickly jump onto our page, the Daily Creative Challenge page. You will find it if you type in behance.net/challenge/illustrator. We have currently 3 different daily creative challenges, one in Photoshop, one in XD, and one in Illustrator. So it's really cool if you guys find the time to participate in all of them. But this is the daily creative challenge in Illustrator, as you can see. So we're going to be here together, same time, same place, Monday through Friday, today till Friday in 2 weeks. So it's going to be really cool to kind of collaborate on something together. And here at the bottom you will see every day there will be a new challenge unlocked that I'll be introducing to you guys. So as you can see, there is 9 challenges. Today is more like an intro day. I'm going to encourage you guys to think about the kind of branding you want to work on. Andrew is from Maryland. Anna is from Aspen, Colorado. I'm also in Colorado right now, in Denver. Cool. Yeah, Monica, so excited. Awesome. Yeah, cool. All right, let's get back to our daily creative challenge page. So here I can take the challenge. If I click that, I will be joined the Discord channel. And if I click join us, I will be guided to this page here. And this is our Discord app. Here under the feedback, under the hashtag challenge, you can get feedback to your current challenge. So this is also where the challenges will be reviewed, I believe almost every day. So we're going to be here as mentors. I'm going to be here every day reviewing your challenges, but also some of them will be reviewed on the Adobe Live sessions, live on the stream. So stay tuned for that as well. Okay, and now let's go back to our Behance page. All right, so I joined the creative challenge already. Now I can have the whole description here. So it's really easy, step by step. You can see that that every day we're introducing the daily creative challenge, and then you can really work with me from home and then submit your challenge throughout the day, or you can also submit past challenges. That's no problem at all. All right, so we share the work here at the challenge tab, but there's also a lot of other feedback tabs. You can get a portfolio review, for example. We also have an advice button here where we can ask a question, we can share tips and tricks, we can get career advice, which I think is very important, because there is some things you know, you don't learn in school. And I think the most important of those is you know, business skill and how to get new clients, for example. So I think those things are very, very important for us, because you can do as much very great work as you want, but if you don't have any clients, and if you don't have any income through your work, it's really hard to keep up doing that, and it's really demotivating, because you will end up, you know, doing something else instead. So it's really important to generate income if you are willing to be a creative full-time. So yeah, here we're sharing career advice as well, and then yeah, you can also just chat, hang out, and it's just a great platform, you know, to learn from each other, and it's a very safe space. Everybody's in the learning phase. There is barely professionals here, so everybody's kind of new to the apps. We have one also for Photoshop and for I believe for XD. So make sure to submit your artwork to the challenge tab. Very important. Okay, so guys, I'm really, really excited. So today we're going to make kind of like some starting points for our branding. Hi, Claudia. Welcome, my friend Claudia. That's really cool. Yay. Yeah, happy Monday, everyone. Hi, Emmer. Welcome. Hi, Carrie. Hi, Vikash. Good to see you all here. By the way, if you guys are interested in following me on social media, you can find me as just another sunny girl on Instagram. I'm pretty active there, and I would always inform you with the current challenges and current streams that I'm doing. All right, so let's jump into our Illustrator. So for all of you who are new to Illustrator, to download Illustrator, all you have to do is you have to go onto the let me see. There is a Creative Cloud application. I don't have it open right now. Let's see. Adobe Creative Cloud. There we go. Okay, so this is the application where you can find all the different apps that Adobe is offering. So here on the left side, you can find the categories. You can find applications for photography, for example, obviously Photoshop, then also Lightroom, Camera Raw, then design and layout, which is what we are going to be working on more. And here you will find Illustrator. You will find InDesign. InDesign is more of an application to create, you know, brochures or multi-page documents, or, you know, documents where you want to have a layout overview and repetitive grid and, you know, page numbers and that kind of stuff. And Photoshop is more for, you know, digital artwork or photo retouching. I personally use Photoshop a lot on my daily basis to retouch pictures. I had the chance to work with clients like Panda Express or Jameson Whiskey, where they gave me raw photography and they wanted me to match colors to their, you know, to their past colors in their photography. Hi, Mike. How's it going? Cool. Yeah, Claudia, good to see you here. Yay, new challenge. Yeah, as I said, we're going to be building up the challenges over the days, so it's going to be really exciting to see the result in the end. Okay, and here you can also find video in motion and so on, illustration. There is also mobile apps like Fresco, and it's a really amazing app. I would encourage all of you guys to try it out. And of course, XD here in the UI and UX section. I can also encourage you guys to kind of like experiment with different applications. They're really well compatible together, and it's going to be it's a really good experience, you know, to be able to jump from one thing to the other and offer your clients better services or more services. Okay, so here when you go into design and layout, you'll find Illustrator and you will open it. So this is the page, the starting page you're going to get to. Here I have my past work, but also I'm going to create a new document today. So I just click create new. And this is where I get to pick what type of document I'm going to produce. I can encourage all of you guys to go on to a web version for today and for the next 2 weeks, just because it's going to be an online presentation in the end. It's going to be a Behance project, so we're designing for the screen. and it's most importantly, the color mode is set to RGB, and we don't have that large image resolution, which here is 72 points per inch. So it gives us the opportunity to load photos and pictures quicker, and you know, when you open the website and a photo doesn't load, it's just plain horror. So you want to avoid that on mobile. That's why you want to pick just the necessary resolution, nothing too big. Now you also have a different option. If you want to print something, you can go onto the print tab, and here you will see the color mode is automatically set to CMYK, which is amazing because it's already kind of gives you the presets that you need to guarantee a high quality print. Points per inch there are set to 300, which you know, it's good to scale artwork. All right. Okay, so but we're going to go back to web, and here you will see there is a bunch of presets already here that you can choose from, and we are going to choose web large today, just to make sure that really if you open the photo on a large screen, it's still in high quality. So let's go over here onto our file. Okay. So for all of you guys who still have questions, feel free to ask in the chat. I'm definitely happy to answer your questions. Okay. Yeah, no, I haven't used it. I haven't used it 21 days ago. I used it today last time. So okay, all right. So this is our file now. It's the screen large, and as you can see, I have a large screen. So if I scale it up, it will definitely exactly match my screen. So what we're going to do today is we're going to produce a file, or kind of like a help for ourselves to think about our brand that we're going to be working on. So I want to ask you guys some questions, and you can answer them for yourself for your own branding process. So we're just going to create a text field here, and I'm going to increase the file size, the text size to 24, and we're going to remove this lorem ipsum here, and I'm going to go and pick some typeface that I think will work with this. So let's all right, let's say Acumen variable concept is always a good solution, just because it's a variable concept. I'll show you in a little bit what that means. Okay, so let's say branding questions. Okay, so here we have our title, right? So we're going to increase the size a little bit, so just so we can see it from far, and I'm going to make this a single box here. So here we are going to go to this little button here that shows the different options for this variable concept. And variable concept means that this font family does not only contain 15 typefaces or 20. It's really that many typefaces that you can literally work on the weight manually. And this is the amazing part about the variable concept, that you can really modify your typeface individually. And also you can increase the width of the letters, and you can also even slant them. So that is really helpful, and I really like the variable concept typefaces. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna copy paste this text box, just because I want to create a different font, a different typeface. So I'm going to copy paste it by holding the option key, and then clicking and dragging it down. And you can also hold the shift just to keep it in place, just to keep it on the same length, on the same width as the copied object. So what we're going to do here is we are going to decrease the size a little bit, and we are going to make it a little less bold. We're going to go on to medium. Okay, so here, question number 1 for us. So think about a brand. Think about when you're designing for someone. The first thoughts that you should have are, for example, that you think about the consumer. Who is consuming the brand? Who needs to find it visually appealing, and who needs to understand what the brand is trying to say? So think about our target audience. right? So our target audience can be, for example, you can think of different age groups, you can think of the different demographics where people are coming from, you can think of their education level, you can think of, are they male or female. So there's different things that you can find yourself to identify your target audience. It's all, of course, based on research. Since we don't really have any research right now that we can base our project on, we're just gonna make it up for ourselves. Okay, yeah, I'm really trying to kind of bring this freelancing and freelance design thinking to you guys, just because I think it's so important to not just create artwork, but to be able to understand the client and what are they, they want you to understand what their brand is all about, and that's why you first need to understand what the brand is all about. Cool. Yeah, Claudia, thanks for joining from Manchester, so far away. How is the weather? Here in Denver, it's snowing right now, so let me know how the weather is over there, wherever you are. I'm actually hoping for some sun in the future. Next week, it's supposed to be really warm here, but right now it's 15 degrees, I believe. So, okay, so let's talk about our target audience. I'm going to copy paste this text box, and again I'm going to go a little bit down in the text weight. So I'm going to go down here like that, and you can see it looks already a little bit different, and this is how you can divide your information. You can see this is the most important part here. This is the topic of the whole artboard, and then this is the subtitle, and then we already go into the text box and typing a little bit more. Yeah, Alberto, sunny South Florida, of course. I would love to go there right now, but unfortunately we can't right now. Sonika, gusts of wind and rain in New York. Wow, I am not a biggest fan of rain, especially in combination with wind. It gets really messy on the head. Carrie's saying it snowed yesterday 3 inches. Yes, same here. It snowed yesterday, last night. So it's crazy. All right, so you guys, since it's your personal project, I would like you to think about your own target audience. So for example, for me, I'm going to do a brand for a restaurant, and my target audience is young professionals, groups of young people. And what else is going to be? So you can literally think about who is going to the place, who is consuming the brand, who is going to buy it in the end. So that's a very, very important question to ask yourself. There is a question here from wait a second. From Arifa. How did you open up her Illustrator on the online version? I don't know what you mean by online version. Oh, you maybe mean the Daily Creative Challenge page. Okay, so let's go back to it. It's behance.net/challenge/illustrator. And this is basically just a home page where you get introduced to the Daily Creative Challenge, and where you have the link to the Discord channel where you can submit your artwork for review. So this was that. And yes, Illustrator and Photoshop, all the applications right now are, I believe, Creative Cloud based. So they are kind of connected to the internet, but still it's a software that you have on your computer. Okay, cool. Mia is saying we got over a foot of snow last night. All right, you guys, think of different target groups that can go to a restaurant. So think about a restaurant that's modern, and you have pretty healthy food. You have a combination of meats and veggies, and you have pretty basic combinations of food. Nothing too crazy, and like targeted to modern people, modern young people. So think about it. Can it be is it important there that we think about gender? I don't believe so, because you kind of want to include both the genders and even couples. So let's say it's for couples too. Sometimes when you want to have a romantic dinner. Okay, yeah. All right. Vikash is asking did my hairstyle change? So I don't know. I guess my color just washed out a little bit. I had blue color last week, but I'm getting some more blue color and other colors for the upcoming weeks, so stay tuned for that too. All right. Yeah, awesome. All right, picky eater. Yeah, all right. I think this should be enough for our target group. It's pretty well defined now. Now let's go and think about what's the message behind. I'm just copy pasting this right now, so I just select both. I select multiple objects by clicking on one and then holding shift and clicking on at all the other objects I want to select. So this is how you select multiple objects. And then what I did is, if you can also select like this, of course, by just clicking and dragging a little selection box, and then you can go with your mouse onto the object and hold shift, click, hold option and drag it down, and this is how you copy paste multiple objects. Okay, so now I just copy pasted this just because I want to keep the same text styles, but I'm going to change up the text. This is something that I use in my workflow just because it really saves you a lot of time to not create different objects again and again, but you can just copy and modify them, especially if it's text. Okay, Faizan is saying so much hot and sweaty weather here. Cool. All right, let us know, Faizan, where you are. I forgot already. Cool. Bernardo is saying at the end, I don't know what happened with that project. Oh, okay. Bernardo is saying there was going to be an online version of Adobe Illustrator in order to support users of Google Chromebooks and other devices that are on different OS than Windows and OS X. I'm not sure about that. We can definitely figure it out after. Just ping me and we'll figure it out. Okay, so let's talk about all the different things that we have to think about before our branding even. And I would like to really encourage you guys for preparation for tomorrow to think about those questions. So what's the message? Dine together, for example. This can be a message. Or together, dine together. So it basically implements that this restaurant wants to bring people together and connect people, something that unfortunately right now we cannot do, but hopefully in the future. Okay, and then think about the way the brand wants to represent themselves. So let's say we have a brand that wants to be modern, they want to be edgy, they want to be experimental. This is all really, really important for us to figure out what kind of colors are we going to use, what kind of shapes are we going to use for our branding, how is the logo going to look like, and all of the things are basically based on all these things that you research in advance. So this is something really, really important. And for example, let's say it's a rebrand and the client comes up to you and says, hey, you know what, we want to attract more modern audience and more young people. So you will look at their brand and you will probably see that their branding is not really suited for young people. So there, what you want to do, you want to rethink the brand and you want to really concentrate on putting this young appeal into the brand. So okay, so let's do that. I forgot to change this up. So let's say brand voice is what you call it. Brand voice. And also it depends what kind of copy are you going to introduce to the end consumer, how you're going to approach them in your menu, in your website, in the social media. So it all kind of bases from all of these things that you sum up in the beginning. So this is really, really important to do that. Okay, modern, edgy, experimental, and what else can it be? Modern, edgy, experimental, let's say colorful. Okay, colorful. Okay, so colorful already gives us an indication that the brand will have lots of colors. So I encourage you guys to answer your questions, answer these questions for yourself. So tomorrow when we start the challenges, that we can already kind of have a little bit of a background in our head who we are designing for, because this will help us make the decisions about the color, about the typefaces that we're going to use. And tomorrow is going to be really, really exciting. So I would like to really encourage you guys to stay tuned and to come back tomorrow. So for today, you will also see Aaron Nice with PS compositing. I almost said Aaron Nice because it reads so easy. All right, so then you will see Jesse Showalter with the Adobe XD Daily Creative Challenge, and then Paul Trani is going to do a how to live stream, which I think is really interesting to see how it looks behind the scenes here in our offices. And I did one of those as well recently, and there was also a hashtag that we used. I think it was Adobe Creative Setup. So if you want to look that up, you will see a bunch of creatives working at Adobe and posting their their setup. So that's also really cool. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining again. Paul, hello from San Diego. Come back, Paul, tomorrow, same time, same place, and we're going to start working on our brand. And we're going to use the information that we wrote down today to kind of to base our brand from that. So it's going to be a real project in the end. And make sure to come back. And I'm looking forward to see you all, guys. And thank you so much for joining today. Bye bye.